Hi Year 2s, I hope you are all having a lovely day. Welcome to Thursday's reading lesson. So today we are going to be looking at our interpret skill, which is our inference skill, where we have to think a little bit harder to get the answers to the questions because it's not always obvious in the text. Okay, so let's start again with a picture. This picture is from our story Giraffes Can't Dance. And it's of a lion there, sitting there in the where the sunset is in the African savannah. So the first question we've got is an explain question. What does the word serene mean? We're not quite sure. Maybe you could look it up in a dictionary. Pause the video and have a little think. So serene means calm, peaceful, relaxed. I think the lion is looking quite serene there. He's laid back on the rock, looking quite pleased with himself. So I think he is quite serene, quite calm and quite peaceful and quite relaxed. Okay, next question is our retrieval question. So we can see the answer to this question in the picture. What can you see in the sky? Have a look. Well done. So you can see birds in the sky. Fantastic. Next one is our inference question. So why is the sky all red, yellow and orange in the background? Why is it those colours, do you think? Pause the video, have a little think. Great job, well done. I think this as well. So it says, it looks like a sunset, or it could be a sunrise. Sometimes very early in the morning or in the evening when the sun is going down, you sometimes get really lovely colours like that in the sky. So it's probably a sunset or a sunrise. Okay, and the last question is a choice question. So why do you think the lion is holding a flower? Pause the video and have a little think. Great. So I think that he might be holding the flower because he might be thinking, oh, I'm going to give it to somebody who he really likes, maybe. What did you come up with? Okay, great. Let's look at our text again today. So I'll read it through again, and then we're going to answer some inference questions. So, Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching leaves off trees, but when he tried to move around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthog started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Okay, so first question I've got is about the first part of the text. It says, why was Gerald good at munching leaves off trees? So it says he was very good at standing still and munching leaves off trees. Why do you think he was good at munching leaves off trees? What knowledge do we know about Gerald that will answer that question? Pause the video and have a little think. Great, well done. So I believe Gerald is a giraffe. So because he's a giraffe, he's got a really long neck, so he can reach up high in the trees to get the leaves. So that must be why he's really good at munching the leaves off the trees. Well done. Next one. Why do Gerald's legs buckle at the knees? So it says, but when he tried to move around, he buckled at the knees. Why did he buckle at the knees? So that means he fell down when he tried to move. What do we know about Gerald's knees and legs that might make him fall down and buckle down? Pause the video and have a little think. Okay, well done. We know that his knees are really crooked. It says here, his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. So maybe that made his knees and his legs rather fragile. And so when he moved, he easily buckled over and fell down. Well done if you got that one. Okay, so for you today, we've got 4 questions. I'd like you to write down these questions and see if you can answer them using the text here. Let's read it first. The warthogs started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald simply swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Okay, so question 1. Why does Gerald swallow bravely? Question 2. Why do the animals sneer at Gerald? Question 3. Why did Gerald freeze? And last question, why did Gerald feel like such a clot? So have a go answering those questions, and when you're ready you can press play and we'll go through some of the answers. Okay, so how did you get on? Great, let's go through the answers. So question 1, why does Gerald swallow bravely? So it says here, Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor. So he could have swallowed bravely because he was building up all of his courage to go onto the dance floor to dance. So he's building up his courage. He swallowed and he was building up his courage to go on and do his dance. Okay, question 2. Why do the animals sneer at Gerald? So they said to him, hey, look at clumsy Gerald. The animals all sneered. Why did they sneer at him? Okay, they sneered because they were laughing at Gerald as they thought he couldn't possibly dance with such long, bandy, thin legs. Great. Question 3, why did Gerald freeze? So it said Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. Why did he freeze? Why was he rooted to the spot? Okay. It's because he was really scared and sad when all the animals called him names. So he was really scared to go and do his dance. They all started laughing at him and calling him names, and he just froze. He was so scared, he just froze. Sometimes that happens when people are really scared, they just freeze. And that's what happened to Gerald. Okay, and question 4. Why did Gerald feel like such a clot? So he said, they're right, he thought, I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. He felt like a really foolish person. Why did he feel like that? Because he thought he was a terrible dancer. So he thought, how could I possibly have even thought that I could go and do this dance? So he felt really foolish because he thought, yeah, I'm a really terrible dancer. Okay, well done everybody for today's lesson, and I will see you again soon. Bye.